Well, it's an actually chilly day. I haven't done much today, and I'm just okay with that. But I thought it would be nice, because we haven't for a while, to just do a full, like, just walk around and see everything of the garden. It's getting to be definitely officially fall at this point. We're going to start to see some color changes in the leaves. This log is the one that had what my friend at Wild Edibles is pretty sure was oyster mushrooms. So as it gets colder, maybe we'll see that again. That one's upside down now. The grape took really well. I'm glad I put that cage on it. Elderberry is really happy it didn't have hops growing all over it. And that hops is starting to develop little combs. We walked underneath it through the gate. The pokeberry are very laden with berries, but they are only a wildlife food. They're not, these are not edible. These are very toxic. But for these reasons here, one of the names that they have as a common name is Pilgrim's Ink. There are recipes online for turning those berries into dipping well ink. Yeah, so those plants are all doing pretty well there. The wolfberries are both in bloom. And they should be starting to have fruit on them soon as well. Oh yeah, I see some green fruit. There's one. So we're getting there. This is a black walnut. It goes... Oh, and then this also is, it goes up and over and down. And then back. And then over. That is the craziest shaped tree. I want to put that precocious sumac, staghorn sumac, right here, I do believe. This still needs dug. Like, I need to build this up more and dig it back a bit. What you want to have is the walking path at the back and the soil line built up so that it doesn't create a runoff at the front. And so that's why it's mounded the way that it is, but I should be able to walk towards the back of it. The deer are still really enjoying these sun chokes down here. And I don't think I'm going to go the whole way over there. We'll go back up, see if we can cover everything in one video. That would be great. Yeah, just not putting pressure on myself today. I keep wondering if this will root. It could do. Hey, squirrel. What you doing up there? Throwing things at me. Thanks. The acorns are starting to fall. Both on their own and with squirrel help. I've been keeping up with the Rose of Sharon seeding back here decently well. There is a ton of red raspberries here. Yet again, I didn't get out for these earlier. See how many are on that one. Yum. Sometime this month or early next month, these will be ripe. They get a little bit more golden than that. Got one brown-eyed Susan back in here. Look at that. That's excellent. My compost is still a hot mess. Here's the adult bird pen. Hi! Way back there? I don't know. Can you see them? Yeah, you can see them. And then the babies are outside. We can talk about them separately. They did great their first few nights out. This vine peach I'm really hoping will go ripe. Got some tomatoes going ripe. Still have a dry pond. But here, you can see that this little solar pump is doing a tiny bit of solar pumping. Oh, but golly, there are a lot of mosquito larvae in there. I need to look into mosquito dunks. Yeah. The retainer wall project is still exactly where it was. My uncle sent me a sign. Considering how much of a bumpkin he is, I was really excited that he had those. Bunch of onions. Thinking about harvesting more than I usually would so that I can, because you can come out and get them all winter when it's the perpetual onions like this. These are the walking onion type, or a lot of people call them Egyptian onion. Got a ton of them. They do this thing where there's a new onion on top. Yeah. So, getting through this pathway is getting a little tricky. I think I'm gonna have to do something about that. But this is the precocious staghorn sumac that I want to plant down there. I do need to cut another branch and get that built up. Beans are still producing real well. I brought in the ones that had dried husks because the birds were getting them anyway. Just been mainly harvesting them to eat fresh. Even as I just walk around the garden, they're really good. It's a lot of food, they're really good. It's a decent number of apples this year. Huh. Yeah. Sometime soon I think there's gonna be pawpaws coming. I think I'm gonna put one here and one there. That's the plan. Like growing up out of that elderberry down there, just as a privacy baffle. I think it should get enough shade, and this should get enough shade. They're going to be hyper local variety. The company does that. Yeah. Got to keep working on this. Keep that building up so that I don't have to so often bend down. I am starting to get the little baby tomatoes. There's a couple in the path. I came out and picked a bunch earlier today. Not a bunch, a handful. The dry weather was not their friend for getting going. They actually seem to prefer all the damp. But you can see one that's a little bit blushed right there. Not quite sure what to do with all the wild bergamot. But that's how we're doing here. We'll finish on the view again. Still gotta clean that up. A lot of things I gotta do. Alright, welcome to the cliffside. This is Permaculture. Take care. Bye.